took everything from them and reduced them to nothing more than an excuse to try and get a...
Do you feel like that this version of you beats the version of Floyd Mayweather that exists today?
You know, it's hard to talk about the fighter who retired already. If he comes out and go sign the contract and we'll fight. I mean, let's fight again if he wants. I have no problem with that. I'm active now. I don't pick my opponent. I don't, you know, I fight them all.
When Stephen A. Smith and Shannon Sharpe get fired up on live television, you already know it's going to trend. And this time, it was about boxing's biggest rematch that never happened until now. During a heated live segment, the two TV powerhouses cornered Floyd Mayweather, pressuring him to finally agree to the long-awaited rematch with Manny Pacquiao. This wasn't a casual conversation, it was a full-on interrogation. Stephen A. called it unfinished business. Shannon Sharpe said it was legacy-defining, and within minutes, they had Floyd's team scrambling to respond. Let's break it down. It happened during a joint ESPN Club Shay Shay crossover episode that was supposed to be about Floyd's upcoming exhibition with Mike Tyson. But things took a turn when Stephen A. brought up the Pacquiao rematch rumors. Floyd, I'm hearing talks. Don't tell me this is another exhibition. Don't tell me it's another Logan Paul situation. The people want Pacquiao, he said, staring straight into the camera. Floyd, as usual, leaned back, calm, composed, and said, "Stephen, I'm the best ever. I don't chase fights, I make them happen when the time is right." And that's when Shannon Sharpe jumped in. "Stop with the talk. You've been saying the same thing for 10 years. You're 48 years old, Manny 46. Y'all closer to the senior Olympics than the welterweight division. The world wants to see who really won that first fight. Stop ducking, sign the papers, and let's run it back." The crowd in the studio lost it.
He said when we were on the phone talking, Manny Pacquiao said, he say, "I'm a congressman. I have opportunities after boxing is over. This is all that he does." He literally said, "What if I lose?" He said that to me. And I was like, what? Those words came out of Floyd Mayweather's mouth. He is saying that he will take a 45-55 split. He will take the 45%. He is saying that he has capitulated to any and all drug testing mandates that you have incorporated. He has called you out. I'm saying because of the Manny Pacquiao I saw yesterday, that Floyd is ducking. Because
Stephen A. says ducking.
Well, I have to, only from this standpoint. He's saying, whatever it takes, please get in the ring with me.
Floyd tried to smile it off, but Stephen A. didn't let it go. "This is legacy we're talking about." Pacquiao said, "You're almost there," he said. "Negotiations are happening right now, so I'll ask you right here, on live television, are you fighting him or not?" Floyd took a deep breath and said, "Talks are happening. My team and his team are working, but I'm not going to rush greatness."
Any chance that you would take a professional bout in the future after Mike, or is that off the table?
Let's own it. Let's own it. It's been talks. It's been talks. It's possible.
Okay, so not totally against that possibility.
No, not at all. Not at all. But we just don't know. But as of right now, everything is going great. You know, I feel good. Working hard each and every day. And I can't wait for 2026.
Within minutes, social media was in chaos. Clips of Shannon yelling "sign the contract" hit over 12 million views in 24 hours. Stephen A. versus Floyd started trending on X, and fans were divided.
Piggyback off of what Shady was saying, I actually believe people will feed into it heavy because we're talking about two of the elites of all time. They both are extremely technically sound. They both are known for what they have done in the ring. Obviously, Mayweather got the huge promotion market behind him. So does Pacquiao. I just think it does numbers. And I also would be like a huge fan of it. I think the way how Floyd is looking lately, whether it's in the gym and the way how Pacquiao has been looking in his last fight, I'm really into the fight if they're going to do it again, especially if it's going to be on the best stage in the world, the ring, the Netflix, and the same type of numbers.
Half the world was chanting, "Run it back." The other half said, They're both too old.
But as I said to you in Las Vegas, I'd rather set myself on fire than watch that rematch, because it was, I've said that, I'm not even joking about this, it was the worst experience of my 25 plus year career covering boxing. Absolutely horrible in every sense of the word. The fight stunk, that was the culmination, but everything about it was horrible. I have no interest personally. What I found interesting is that just not, I mean, I don't know, a month and a half ago, there was an announcement that Floyd Mayweather was going to fight Mike Tyson in an exhibition match. So I'm not sure where that fits into the situation. I mean, supposedly they have a signed agreement for that fight pending landing, I guess, some kind of broadcast partner. Whether they've done that or not, I don't know. But, you know, it seems like Floyd, for a guy that's been retired for almost 10 years, is pretty busy. It's just a matter of, like, do we not have anything fresh in boxing? Is it so pathetic that we have to run back a shitty fight from 12 years ago? I mean, look, Manny looked pretty good when he fought Barrios in July. It wasn't like he looked like an old man. I thought he won the fight, to be quite honest. A lot of people thought he won the fight. Floyd hasn't been in the ring in a real fight, quote unquote real fight, because his final official fight was against Conor McGregor, who was making his pro debut. You got to go back to 2017 for that fight. So we're coming up on a decade since he's been in the ring.
But everyone agreed on one thing. This was the first time Floyd actually looked cornered.
The announcement, Floyd Mayweather and Manny Pacquiao are in talks for a rematch in big 2026. This is real. I am not lying to you. I would never do such a thing, but we have.
Even media insiders started chiming in. Dan Raphael tweeted, "Stephen A. and Shannon just did what promoters couldn't. They made Floyd blink." Boxing fans haven't seen pressure like that since Floyd was 49-0, and everyone wanted him to face Pacquiao the first time around.
When you can't hit somebody, it demoralizes you. Manny Pacquiao actually looked like he quit. He looked so frustrated, so demoralized, because he got so schooled. He trapped Floyd Mayweather against the ropes. 1 minute, Floyd Mayweather is doing a rope-a-dope. The next minute, he'll grab him and he holds him, because that's what Floyd will do. He tried to trap him in the corner. Floyd kept escaping. Floyd was sitting there right in front of his face. The next thing you know, he was gone. Manny Pacquiao connected on 19% of his punches. 81% of his punches. This speed demon that y'all were talking about. This dude with the hands so fast, so much faster than Floyd Money Mayweather, so much more skilled than Floyd Money Mayweather, so much more powerful than Floyd Money Mayweather, was hitting nothing but air. He got essentially embarrassed. Not because it was literal embarrassment from the perspective that...
For 10 years, Floyd Mayweather has been the king of control. Every fight on his terms. His weight, his rules, his money split, his timing. Nobody ever forced him into anything until now. Stephen A. and Shannon didn't just talk about boxing, they talked about accountability. They said what fans have been saying for years, that Floyd needs to prove he can beat Pacquiao again when both men are on equal terms.
Lots of rumors about yourself returning to the ring. The biggest rumor right now is yourself and that rematch that you've wanted for so many years with Floyd Mayweather. Do you think you can land the rematch with him?
It depends of the negotiation. Right now, it's negotiation. Depends of we can.
Manny already said it himself in his BBC interview. "I cannot retire with peace of mind with that defeat. Now my shoulder is healed and I'm ready."
What happens if you land the rematch with Floyd?
Well, that's very interesting because right now I don't have shoulder problem. Well, I feel initially like almost agreeing each other. A lot of things that we are agreeing with each other, but there's a few, just a few conditions that we are still.
Floyd has heard that for years, but brushed it off as old news. Now, under the bright lights of live TV, with millions watching, there was nowhere to hide. When the cameras cut after the segment, insiders say Floyd's team looked rattled. Multiple outlets reported that his advisors were frustrated with how the interview played out, especially when Stephen A. challenged Floyd to give a straight yes or no.
That's boxing.
Yeah.
I'm not complaining or making, just it happened that way. It happened to me many times.
Did you want a rematch with Floyd?
I'm still active. It's up to him if he's going to fight.
You would even fight him today?
Even here.
Oh my goodness.
Even here.
Yeah, that fire never dies, man.
My right hand is complete.
Let's be honest, both of them know how to stir the pot. But this time, it wasn't just for views. Stephen A. has always been a boxing purist. He's said countless times that Mayweather-Pacquiao was a business fight, not a boxing fight. He's also been one of the biggest advocates for fighters who actually fight. And Shannon Sharpe, he grew up watching the Golden Era, Tyson, Holyfield, Sugar Ray. He hates what he calls safe boxing. When you put those two together in one room with Floyd Mayweather, a man known for playing chess when everyone else plays checkers, it was only a matter of time before someone snapped.
Crazy that everybody keep asking me, why you not coming back to fight? Why you not coming back to fight? So I look at the fight game, I said, okay. I said, you know, fighters fighting, they make 3 million, 4 million, 6 million, 7 million. Some may make 10 or 20 million, but I'm doing exhibitions and I'm making 20, 25 million, 100 million for exhibitions. So why would I come back and fight and get a guaranteed 35 million when I'm doing exhibitions and getting 100 million?
Stephen A. said it best that day. We respect what you've built, Floyd, but the fans deserve a fight, not another exhibition. That line hit Floyd where it hurt, his pride. Because let's be real, Floyd's reputation lately has been tied to influencer fights, exhibition tours, and million-dollar appearances in Dubai.
Money made, money made, money made all day. You know, right here, a light million. Over there, counting up another million over there. Walk with me, ladies and gentlemen. Let me take you into my life. So Andrew Jackson, of course, is on the 20. Benjamin Franklin right here. You know, money made all day. We in the bank, doing what we do best, counting money.
Meanwhile, Pacquiao, at 46, came back this year to actually fight Mario Barrios, a world champion in his prime, and went the distance.
There's a lot of ongoing negotiation right now, so it's hard to preempt what fight that I'm going to post through. So I'm waiting for the final, negotiation. But right now, we have a lot of negotiation about my next fight. There's a possible rematch with Floyd Mayweather, and also there's a fight with Lomachenko and other fighter. So soon we're going to announce the final. The final fight. The final decision of what fight that we're going to post through. I love to have a fight with a rematch with Floyd Mayweather. So I hope that the negotiations we can understand each other and we can negotiate well.
So when Stephen A. and Shannon said, "You owe boxing one more real fight," they weren't wrong. Sources close to Pacquiao's team have confirmed that discussions with Mayweather's camp are already underway. And get this, Netflix is reportedly the frontrunner to host it. Pacquiao's side wants it to be a real sanctioned bout, not an exhibition. Mayweather's camp is open to both options, but wants full production control. If the deal happens, Las Vegas is already being scouted for April or July 2026.
Now, in the beginning of this conversation, you say, I don't like boastful people. How was it like fighting Mayweather then? Did he get on your nerves? Because I feel like he's a little bit more boastful than the people you might be wanting to hang out with.
Yeah, he's boastful. I think his God is the material things, money, everything like that. I'm pretty with him because I want to share the word of God in him if he believes God.
Yeah. I've heard he's a generous man. I think he's done good things. I think, he kind of reminds me of a lot of people are like this, by the way, including myself. I'm not just saying him. I'm including myself. The man who goes up to Jesus and says, what should I do to get into heaven? He says, sell all your belongings. And he walked away crying because he couldn't sell his belongings.
Exactly.
Stephen A. might have exaggerated when he said, "You're signing this live," but it turns out he wasn't far off.
But I don't think I thought I won the fight. Like I throw a lot of punches, even though he's moving around. Like I can imagine why I lost the fight.
Okay, Manny, wrapping this up, I got to ask you, because we talked about this Mayweather-Pacquiao. Do we see a rematch if you win on Saturday, Manny?
I don't know, just one at a time. Let's talk about that after the fight.
All right, we'll bring it up.
Let's be honest. On paper, both fighters are past their prime, but boxing isn't always about prime years. It's about stories, and this story is one that never really ended. Their first fight broke records, but disappointed fans who expected a war. Pacquiao said his shoulder was torn. Floyd said that's an excuse. For years, that debate has lived rent-free in every boxing fan's head. This rematch would give both legends a shot at closure. Pacquiao gets his chance to rewrite history. Floyd gets his chance to prove the first win wasn't about timing or tactics. It was about skill. And fans, they get to see two icons finally settle it with no excuses.
Pacquiao, Mayweather. What would have been different had they fought, let's just say 5 years earlier? Because everybody believed they wanted that fight. We had been clamoring for that fight for 5-10 years. Had they fought 5 years earlier, is the outcome any different?
Let's just say it would have probably been a controversial decision.
Okay.
You know, like a closer fight.
Mm-hmm.
But I still think that Floyd probably would have pulled it off. I really do think so. Pacquiao at the time when he was coming up, when I fought him, he was literally a Pac-Man.
Right.
He was just chomping at me like there's no tomorrow.
Right.
He wouldn't stop. He wouldn't stop throwing punches. That Pacquiao probably gives Mayweather a better fight.
Wow.
Yeah. I don't know if he wins, but he gives him a better fight.
Right.
Yeah.
And so you feel this fight happened a couple of years?
A little too late, you know?
According to reports, both sides are now reviewing contract adjustments. Pacquiao's team wants to finalize terms before year-end, while Floyd's people are pushing for a summer timeline. And remember, Mayweather still has that Mike Tyson exhibition scheduled for early 2026. If that happens first, it could actually build hype for the Pacquiao rematch right after. The plan being discussed right now would make both fights part of Netflix's growing combat sports universe. Imagine that. Floyd versus Tyson in March. Floyd versus Pacquiao 2 in July. Legacy, money, and spectacle all in 1 year.
You would even fight him today?
Even here.
Oh my goodness. Tell me about that fight a little bit. Being in there with Floyd being in there with you, like what was the experience like being there in the ring fighting him finally?
It's good, but despite all those things, but then after the fight, right after the fight, I went to the hospital and got operated with my
Yeah, you got an operation, yeah.
Yeah.
I remember you posted a picture of
Really hurt.
Was he better or worse than you thought he was?
No, that's his style. Like I knew it. But the thing is, I'm expecting that I won the fight because he didn't throw a lot of punches. I throw a lot of punches. And I review the compi box, like slow motion from first round to 12 rounds. Like how many punches get connected and how many punches of him he connected. You know, that's boxing.
Yeah.
I'm not complaining or making, just it happened that way.
Yeah.
It happened to me many times.
Did you want a rematch with Floyd?
I'm still active. It's up to him if he's going to fight.
You would even fight him today?
Even here.
Oh my goodness.
Even here.
Yeah, that fire never dies, man.
My right hand is complete, so.
Here's the real debate. Would this fight add to Mayweather's legacy or risk it? Some say he's risking everything by fighting again. If Pacquiao wins, that perfect 50-0 aura cracks forever. But others say that's exactly what greatness looks like, risking it all to remind people why you were the best. Pacquiao, on the other hand, has nothing to lose. He's already secured his place in history as the only 8-division world champion ever. A win over Mayweather would be the ultimate full-circle moment. Either way, this fight is a win for boxing.
How scared is Floyd Mayweather?
Wait,
of fighting?
because that's how scared he is. What have I been telling you? He just verified everything I've been saying for the last 6 months. He's scared to death of Manny Pacquiao. And he keeps using as his dodge, as his excuse, his escape. PEDs. Manny's already said, I'll take the needle test. I'll take it close to the fight. Well, what's the problem here? And how about his body? How about his hands? Are we saying that steroids will increase substantially your hand quickness? Because I ain't seeing that. I can give you any other thing that steroid can do, but not natural hand quickness. So if you're right about how Floyd Mayweather is the greatest defensive tactician in the history of boxing, what should he care about how ripped or big the head is of Manny Pacquiao?
Oh,
Easier
stop
to
it.
hit.
I'm tired of listening to you.
I'm
tired of listening to you.
Yet.
Enough of your insolence. Enough of your insolence. I can't deal with it.
Wait, he said.
In the end, this all started with two guys doing what they do best, talking. But Stephen A. Smith and Shannon Sharpe didn't just talk this time, they sparked movement. They brought accountability to boxing's biggest legend. They said what fans have screamed for years, and for once, Floyd Mayweather didn't dodge the question. So whether the contract gets signed this week or next month, one thing's for sure, the pressure is on and the world is watching. If this fight really happens, it'll be more than a rematch. It'll be the end of an era, two legends giving the sport one last gift before they walk away for good. But what do you think? Should Mayweather really take the rematch? Can Pacquiao pull off the upset a decade later? Drop your thoughts in the comments, hit that like button, and subscribe for more updates on this matchup. I'll catch you in the next video.